also wanted to get a sense of one more theme that really worked as a frenzy for investors in 2025 was the IPO space. The unprecedented amount of funds that were raised, 1.75 lakh crores odd. Record number of OFS-led fundraise that took place as well. 18 startups that were launched within that. So these are all trends that shaped up 2025. Going forward also the expectation is the same, that the IPO frenzy is not going to die down. But at the same time, by the end of 2025, we still know that about 50% of the IPOs that came in, they have actually slipped below the issue price as well. So the big question going forward is, amidst all of this flood of IPOs that we get, how do you really choose the best one for yourself, the one that will actually go on to reward your portfolios and not feel like you're getting stuck in some IPO. We've seen that in many cases, even in large cap companies like a Tata Capital, for instance, may have disappointed investors, and a Meesho would have probably outperformed and given investors rewards. So, and how do you really go about identifying the right IPOs?
So, we are open-minded about it. I mean, we don't generalize. So, White Oak as a house, I mean, there are some IPOs we did participate. We run alternate funds, which are actually pre-IPO funds. In certain cases, we are pre-IPO investors. Sometimes we are anchor investors. Sometimes we participate in IPO. Sometimes we may build our position after listing. So we look at each one of them case by case. That's the first point. The second is, on your observation that half the IPOs are underwater, I think half of all listed stocks in the last 1 year are underwater. I mean, that is true of the whole market, not just of IPOs. If you look at BSE 500, I think more than half the stocks would be negative in the last 1 year. So nothing special just about IPOs. The third thing is that we should be constructive and we should be happy that so many companies are getting listed, because there's this perception that only new age or tech companies are getting listed. But actually, if you see last 7-8 years, right from 2018 onwards, I have seen our industry, the entire capital markets industry, whether it is asset management, wealth management, broking, registrars, exchanges, depository participants, all of these have got listed in last 7-8 years, and they've been immense wealth creators. If you look at chemicals, look at hospitals, diagnostics, certain pharmaceutical companies, I think there are, as India's economy is rising, as per capita income is rising, there is a large bunch of companies which is coming of age, and that is increasing the investable universe for, the public market managers like us. So I would say that you should be looking at each one of them case by case, individually, for their own bottom-up characteristics, and don't really generalize. And I think there's obviously a lot of criticism when IPOs come that, it's a promoter who's selling, there are investment bankers out there. But look, market reacts to things which market doesn't know. Market doesn't react to things which market already knows. So I don't think you should get too much carried away by all this social media noise about IPOs really. I think as professional or institutional investors, it behooves us to look for opportunities for our investors, and we will be discerning about them. That's the point.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.